Hey everyone, Reid Henrichs of Valor Ridge. Purpose of this video today is celebratory because all the gun control measures that they try to pass in Tennessee with our Rhino Governor Bill Lee, they're all as dead as his political career. Let's go ahead and get started. Folks, if you're aware of the situation, first of all, I'm glad to live in Tennessee. It's one of the best states in the country. We have awesome, rights as far as the Second Amendment goes. And the reason why is because we have an awesome General Assembly. This is a state where, for the most part, people here believe in firearms. They believe in the Second Amendment. Now, after a Nashville shooting with a crazy woman who thought that she was a man, I went to school and did a bunch of evil stuff. What happened was that there was a knee-jerk reaction by all the libtards in Trashville. It's not Nashville, it's Trashville. It's a piece of trash. Every state has it. Every state has a little town filled with a bunch of transplants that try to change everything. Well, when Bill Lee ran, he ran on this, I'm a old school, I know all about the rural Tennesseans, I'm here to protect. So he ran on this like ultra conservative platform or libertarian in terms of the Second Amendment. That was his platform. But lo and behold, knee-jerk reaction, he surrounds himself in Trashville with a bunch of transplants, with a bunch of libtards. And it goes back to my live stream. If you didn't see that, you may want to check that out, about the power of surrounding yourself with positive people that want good. And by being good, that doesn't mean giving up your money or your rights. It means actually going out and enabling freedom to take place. But when you get in a place like Nashville, and this goes across the country, you surround yourself with a bunch of those idiots. And you may even start to listen to what they're saying. And that's what happened with Bill Lee. You surround yourself in the nexus of power, and you every idea starts to sound good. So we called a special session for our legislature to have these red flag laws. I knew they were dead on arrival. I knew just from talking with my state senator and my state representative that these things were not even going to make it out of committee. And that's exactly what happened. They were killed in committee by a Tennessee State Assembly. And this goes to show you the power of your state legislature. It goes to show you the power of people that can happen the closer to our lives that they are, not in terms of ability to do that, but I'm talking about the level of government. Nothing's going to be solved on the federal level. The state level, yeah, it can be solved like it was here, but even closer to on a city or even county level, that's when things can really help as well. So my point here is, when I'm looking at a session that was just adjourned, and pardon my Latin, it's not the best, sine die, which means indefinitely done, which means they're never, without setting a date for a future, it's done. All these proposals were done, and there were great people that worked on this. And what this really demonstrates and illustrates to everybody is the importance of a constitutional republic versus a democracy. If it was a democracy, people's emotions would always prevail. If this was a democracy, then it would be, what's popular all the time. But in a republic, what that means is that we have rights that are protected. And in Tennessee, the state legislature protected and will continue to protect these rights. We are a very, very, very Second Amendment-minded state. You don't have to have a concealed carry permit to carry your firearm. You don't have to go through a lot of the BS that you do in some places that are around the country. So the point of this video today is to show you how important that is. And for me, I communicate with my state representatives, my state senators on a pretty regular basis. And in many cases, in most cases that I've communicated with them, they've assured me that that stuff's not going to happen here. And if things are happening in your state, maybe you don't live in a state like Tennessee, maybe you live in a state that doesn't respect the Second Amendment. Guys, I can tell you this, that getting stuff done at the federal level, that stuff's a quagmire. The federal system is absolutely broken. Like that, it is broken almost beyond repair. On the state level, on the other hand, there are many, many things that can happen, and I'd encourage you. But rhino hunting here in Tennessee, and his political career is dead. Bill Lee, you are an absolute anti-American, freedom-hating scumbag, lying, duplicitous loser who will never, ever, ever do anything else with his life. And I want everybody to make sure out there that when you look at tyrants and look at idiots that have knee-jerk reaction, they're not fit for office. And Bill Lee, you're not fit for office, and I cannot wait for you to not be the governor of Tennessee anymore. But I'm glad that a state legislature is an absolute stumbling block for you and will continue to do so for the rest of your term. So with that said, folks, we are a business here in Tennessee that does respect Second Amendment, and we train men and women on how to use those firearms and have for the last decade. And speaking of that, our 2024 schedule is up. We just posted that today, and we would love to have you in class here in the Second Amendment gun-friendly state of Tennessee. If you found the information video helpful, subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media. That link is down below. And if you want to come out and learn how to use your firearms, come on out to Valor Ridge and we can help you. This is Reid Henrichs of Valor Ridge reminding you the lessons that we learn are written on the tombstones of others, especially the tombstones of Bill Lee's political career. We'll see you on the Ridge.